three individuals that I am as sure as the sun shall rise tomorrow that even if the elections were to be conducted in the next hour, then I see a string of possibilities that they were likely to be re-elected back to office. And one is Erongo Kangata, two, Honorable Babu Wino, only if he is going to defend his parliamentary position and not go for the gubernatorial position. And three, Honorable Ndindi Nyoro. And speaking of Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, in this context, he is likely to be re-elected while defending his parliamentary position only if he is not going to accept to be used by President William Samoei Ruto in dividing the Mount Kenya region. Listen, Roma has it in the court of public opinion that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is likely to form his own political party based in the Mount Kenya region just for him to counter DCP of the former deputy president. And in this episode, I'll just like to decipher onto the possible ramifications and detriments that are likely to come up with the several parties from the Mount Kenya region. Remember, from where I sit, this could be a well-calculated strategy by President William Samoei Ruto just for him to succeed in dividing the Mount Kenya region. Remember, it is only in the Mount Kenya region that Honorable Martha Karua has her own party. The former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua also has his own party. Then, lest we forget the existence of Uhuru's Jubilee Party still in the Mount Kenya region. And with all this at hand, we are greatly anticipating that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro is likely to unveil his party mid-July. And this gives me credence onto the possible nitty-gritty reasons as to why people like Honorable Gathoni wa Mushomba saw it fit to attend in absentia the launching of the DCP party led by the former deputy president. And likely, if this is a well-calculated strategy by President William Samoei Ruto, I kid you not, it is in the interest of time that the mountain shall ever remain divided, not until the next general election. And inasmuch as we may need alternative voices from the Mount Kenya region, but from where I sit, I strongly believe having several parties from one vote-rich hunt region like the Mount Kenya region, I kid you not, I see a string of possibilities that it may be as hard for Rigathi Gachagua to deliver all the Mount Kenya votes to one basket, having it in mind that people like Ndindi Nyoro too shouldn't be underestimated because their track record extensively speaks for itself, and that is to mean that no sooner does he form his own party than likely he is likely to shift some followers from Rigathi's camp all the way to his new party, because I strongly believe he has quite a number of significant followers. And that is the reason as to why I've times above numbers been categorically stating that Honorable Ndindi Nyoro, his character of blowing both hot and cold, gave credence to me that he is likely to be a President William Samoei Ruto's mole. And so, question remains, shall the Mount Kenya voters be hoodwinked by small boys like Honorable Ndindi Nyoro just to pave way for President William Samoei Ruto to be re-elected come 2027? However, for the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to unseat President William Samoei Ruto in the next general election, I kid you not, he must, and I repeat, he must have the entire Mount Kenya block under his grip and make sure that he delivers to his best preferred candidate. And in this context, if it shall be Kalonzo or Fred Matiang'i, then he should make sure that he delivers the entire mountain to whoever shall be best preferred. Failure to that, I kid you not, Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua and sitting President William Samoei Ruto may turn out to be as hard as finding a plastic sufuria. How I wish that he should be more strategic and more calculative than the way President William Samoei Ruto is. But from where I sit, I strongly believe, and I don't see, or I see very minute chances that the Mount Kenya electorates are going to fall for President William Samoei Ruto's antics of sponsoring several political parties from the vote-rich Mount Kenya region just for them to spoil votes, thus creating a leeway for him to win a re-election. But from where I sit, it actually still remains a wait and see situation. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.